Alright, so that felt a little bit shorter, but overall I think it was a pretty good workout, as you're about to see. What I did end up doing was dropping to 4 sets, and I don't think I was losing very much by not going to the 5th. I definitely felt like I was more on the flow this time. I think in terms of total active time it was about 36 minutes. Longer on film, obviously. But yeah, I'm quite content with that. The 1RM calculations for this particular portion were a little bit more spot on than the previous days. I'm also looking forward to tomorrow, which is my next chest day. The soreness is there. My tits are barking, but they should be good by tomorrow if historical precedent is any expectation of how the future will go. Arms felt good from yesterday as well, so that's good. And yeah, that's the capsule summary of the last couple of days, and today was wonderful too. So don't worry about sticking around if you don't watch the whole thing, but you might enjoy what we've got on the go. Come here. A little bit of life discussion as we went. Quite good. Rudolph was in attendance, as were the weights. One interesting thing I found, one of the exercises, the limiting factor is my grip strength. Not the weights themselves, but how to hold on to that much weight per side. One of the exercises calls for about 85 pounds on one dumbbell and 85 on another. And I'm finding that above 85, I start to come pretty close to losing grip, unfortunately. Oh well, that's life. Say goodbye, Rudolph. Row. Hello. So this is day 16. You've already watched the wrap-up that I put at the beginning at the end. Or I should say the wrap-up I filmed at the end before this. So we're just going to get right into it. I'll tell you how things went at the end, and I'll just kind of talk through what I'm going to do. So, yeah, that's it. Straight leg deads, first one. We're doing 60 pounds a side, because that was the 1RM calculation. But if you know from this week, hasn't always been in roses when it came to that termination. So if I get hosed, I'm going to back it off because I really need my back tomorrow. What with it being a work day and all. Okay. I love how I start sweating before I even pick the weight up. Very good. So I'm not dead. That's a good start. I'm trying to listen to a podcast from Petapixel, which they do video type stuff. And it's just not working for me, so we're going to go back to music, I think. That's just what's got to happen here. Alright. How come you guys won't let me shuffle a playlist? What is this, 1995? Alright. Okay. Second set. You know, it's disheartening. There's guys who are doing like 200-300 pounds, and I'm stuck on 120. And I wonder if it'll always be like that. Maybe. And that calls into question the idea of having the same goals as everybody else and why you don't have to, because I think if the only metric of success was being gigantic or lifting the most, otherwise it not being worth it, is a great way to just stall progress entirely. It's like me, so I'm trying to buy a house right now, and I kind of have a bit of a down payment, but not enough for one. And it's very easy to just say, I'm never buying a house, I'll just spend that on other stuff. Instead of just continuing to chip away at saving until I have enough of a down payment. Because I can guarantee it'll be easier to add to what I've got now than it will be to recover all of it later. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Get my phone out of the way. Okay. I think another set of those will do just fine for now. Then the next ones are going to be dead calf raises, also at 60. Okay. That sounded more dramatic than it probably was. Oh no, next ones are going to be shrugs. Calf raises are actually more. Okay. BRB. Alright, next one is actually going to be shoulders. Little shruggy shrug suitcase things. Let's see how we do. Of note, yesterday's kickbacks also activated by whatever these things are called quite a bit. A little soreness, but otherwise good. Okay. I feel like I'm getting good movement out of that. You know what? I'm going to move to 50 on these. The only reason is when I'm lifting these, I don't seem to be able to get to the full compression at the top. So I'm going to drop it to 50. And we'll see how we do with that. It's kind of fun doing these if I don't get that full compression, I would assume. Sounds reasonable to me. So we'll keep 50 for the next couple of weeks until we drop into, well, a week and a half. Until we drop back into 1RM recalibration. Alright. Second set. Alright. Oh yeah. That feels way better. Why is there so much traffic? Who fucked up? Oh, that's right. So some idiot fedhead fell in front of a train downtown, and it stopped normal people from getting places and doing things for like hours. Because you know, the whole world's got to stop for a 50. What? Oh, I feel that way more. Right up here, right up here. Okay. I don't even know if this is like an official exercise, but I do know that it feels pretty good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. Very good. Okay, next set. Our next exercise is going to be our calf raises. Now we'll jump to 85 for those. We'll see how we do. Alright, so as noted, we have our calf raises. We have 85 on each side. I can do more, but the issue is my grip strength. Once I start carrying 100 pounds on these stupid slippery things, it just doesn't work. So we're at 85, which is 5 less than the maximum for each of these guys. And I can do quite a bit more. I think my 1RM was supposed to be 110 a side. But here's what we got. This is about my weight, by the way, so double this. Double the belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Katie, what's up? I'm gonna wear holes in the bottom of my shoes with this. Okay, laptop is now going over here with the cat. So I trust the cat more than 85 pounds of weight. Traffic's still moving slow. Somebody's still dead at the top of the hill, I guess. Okay. Well, let's keep going. I wonder if there's a way to work my grip strength, because it seems kind of goofy to not be able to hold 85 pounds. Maybe without gloves? Maybe I should just take the gloves off. See if we cause a bit of a disaster here. Yeah, take the gloves off and I'll face this way in case I drop them. I don't give my neighbors shell shock downstairs. Okay. Meow. Meow. Hello. You were waiting for me patiently, I see. Alright. All hail arthritis. It's actually a little better. One for real. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goddamn, I'm a pussy. Guess I still need my gloves. And I've worn my boots out too. They're starting to come apart. Why is adult life just a series of $200 purchases? Utilities, shoes, groceries, a couple phone bills. It never ends. The car cost me $700 today for 4 brake hoses and a flush and new rotors and stuff. But man, I tell you what, can the boots just last more than 6 months? Would that be okay? Alright, anyway, last set of these. Starting to see a lot more motorcycles and sporty cars. There goes an RX-7 FC. Zipping up the hill, using all 10 pounds of torque. Okay, that's that. Alright. sorry, I just had to get you out of the way there for a quick second. All right, what's left? I got bent rows and upright rows. Allegedly bent rows are asked for 45. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to take a brief break, and then I'll go ahead and jump in on those. All right, bent rows, which in and of themselves are not that difficult. I've chosen 45 as that is what my 1 rep max calculation was. We'll see if we have to modify that. What I'm looking for is a complete up and a complete down within control. Kitty, one outside? There you go. Keep you out there for a few minutes. Actually, I'll open this one. There. Okay. Let's hide my bald spot. Just like dating. 2, 3. God, I destroyed my pants today. 5. Oh, okay. I forgot to turn my timer back on. All right. 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah. Okay, that is definitely the limit. I calculated that right. Is that an AutoZen AZ1? No, that is a... Oh, it's a Jeep Cherokee. I'm losing my touch. All right, second set of 8. Eight or thereabouts. All right, good. Boy, oh boy. Okay, third set of 8 or thereabouts. 6 to 8 is the ideal range that I'm kind of shooting for. Let's do it. Pro tip, start doing this when you're 18, not when you're 40. So, and I'm learning this more and more, fitness is like your college marks. If you start early and you get 100% on all your tests, then your average is really going to be good. And by the end of your last semester of your most worst class, you could phone it in, get 40%. Doesn't matter, because your academic average up until that last class has kept you afloat. Much the same way, physical fitness, if you start when you're 10 and you consistently stay fit in whatever capacity that means, whatever works for you up until you're 50 or 60, the remaining time you got left is going to be a lot easier because you have a really high average. All right, last set. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Of course, you could get hit by a truck or get cancer or something like that. Speaking of which, my balls keep on hurting. I should go get those checked. Okay. Very good. Next is going to be upright rows, and I think I did calculate too much for those, but we'll try. Are we on? We're good. Okay. So I went off camera, did a little bit of experimentation. Yeah, I think 30 is going to be the right fit. I had 35 chosen, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So let's go ahead and get started with our upright rows. The other thing, 2, 3, I forgot what I was going to say, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh God, that's so fucking terrible. You know that overstimulated feeling that you get sometimes? That's what I'm having when I lift that kind of weight. Alright, well, we'll give it 30 seconds and we'll try again. Oh, gorgeous cloud cover today too. Oh my goodness. Okay. One moment, please. Alright. Better. Sorry, I had to step out of frame to fart. Third set. I'm also finding it seems to be easier to do these in alternatives, or alts, versus both at one side, or one time. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not doing them as effectively by doing it this way, but I'm gonna do it. Even if it's 80% as effective, it's 100% more doable. I'll take the 20% haircut to just get it done. One more, please. Sorry, stand by. Someone's being a retard on the internet. There's an election in Canada that's coming up. That's a very important one. Our Prime Minister, not elected, is a real scumbag. And we're trying to get rid of him to replace him with probably another scumbag. But at least that scumbag is a little more honest and a little bit more in line with our values. So, as we ramp up, the election's in like a week and a half. We've got to do the online propaganda stuff. Very important. All right. Very good, we got those done. Let me see what's next. Okay. The last one we're going to be doing is the squats. And as usual, we're going to do body weight on those. Meow. Meow. Okay. Well, I think that's it.